Hello guys, thanks for dropping in and checking out this video. So today I am doing some reading for whomever is watching. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that this is what you need, and I hope that it is resonating with whomever finds this. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you are seeing the good in your life. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here and taking the time to watch this video. And I'm just going to align with my cards now as I get them all mixed up, tuning in to the energy that these cards have and hold, with the best intention for the best, most accurate and needed outcome of the drawing today. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, my agency. Thank you for all that you've shown me and given me. May these cards resonate with whoever watches this video and give the answers that they need. Here we have the answers that we need today. Align, tuned into you, what you have to show, what you have to say. Here today. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here today. Thank you. As I spin my quartz crystal, may the first card the crystal lands on be the first step that we need to consider in the journey of the path. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Our first card is the waterfall earth. 40 is the number. This is a water sign Also dealing with earth energy here. I will read specifically what this card means. There is a time for solitude, just as there is a time to commune with others. Your tribe is calling you to join in their revelry. Now is the time for you to ground into the collective spirit that nourishes the individual spirit. Your soul is longing to be fed by the company of others and to sink deeply into the unfolding of love's true bounty. You see, there are many kinds of love. There is love of self and love of spirit, just as there is love of nature and love of beauty. But there is nothing quite like the love that is shared between friends and family. When we spend time with those we cherish, we amplify each other's beings in profound ways. It's not just about you, my love. Your tribe is just as well served by your time with them as you are by theirs. So this card here, now that we know the description, this is a water card with the earth as well being reflected here. So this could be a water sun, possibly a earth rising sign for my astrology people here who understand and know your birth chart. Maybe you are feeling some confliction with the emotional side of you, that is putting you in a position where you feel alienated, you feel excluded in some way. You know, down below in the river of life, in this river of luminescence and beautiful colors and high vibrational here, you're looking down and you're seeing what you could be a part of, but something has put you away from that. Something has made you feel like you're alienated from the rest. And we have another spirit body down here. So this could go either way. This could be you could be feeling like you're looking up and you're trying to reach out and connect, but you're not getting the answer. You're not hearing a person who you're not getting the answer that you need. You're calling out and they're not echoing back to you. They are not matching your energy. There's definitely some type of misalignment here with the two spirit bodies at different levels. One looking down, one looking up. The river of life is here behind them, waiting for them to just connect, and then the abundance would come through. But there's this disconnection happening within you. Potentially my water sun and my earth rising person here, you may be, this could be related to a person, this could be related to a job, this could be just an internal dialogue that you're dealing with, feeling self-doubt or some type of conflicting energy within yourself. But what the card is calling you to do, as we read in the description, is to take the chance to reach out, take the chance to climb down and cross this beautiful river of abundance, or climb up and reach your match. It just takes that first step. It takes that first internal belief that you're worthy, that you're good enough, that there's more to the story than you realize. There's more to it than you realize. We have a duality here as well with the two spirit bodies. There's the disconnection of understanding is what it's calling me. Perhaps you're having confusion of some kind. You need clarity. You need to know what direction to take to reach the abundance that you're seeking in your life, in yourself, in that completion. And this is telling you to pay attention to your internal dialogue, to go back into yourself, to love yourself, but to also not be afraid to take the chance to connect with the ones that you know are your tribe, that are there for you, or to get involved into some kind of communal organization, group, to make new connections so that you can be in that vibration of harmony and no longer feeling like you're alienated and separated from what life has to truly offer you. Okay, so that's our first card. That's the inner dialogue. That's what we're looking at. That's kind of what we're dealing with here today. So I'm going to place this here. I'm going to spin my crystal again. If by chance my crystal lands on a card that I have already spun, that it has already landed to, I will re-emphasize the card again. We will go back to that energy. The universe is telling us that that's an emphasized card, and it needs to be highly computed internally into the consciousness that this whatever it is that it might land on, it's very important. Okay, so I will read it. I will spin again. Whichever one it lands on is giving us the direction that we need to take. Okay, this is how I do my cards, and it's a little bit different than just my method of doing it. Okay. So this card here, this is our next step. This is how we're going to, this card is the next step to get us closer to what this is telling us we need, which is connection, abundance, harmonization internally. Things, signs, this is going to be a sign that we need to look out for. Okay, so we got the fire, tribal fire, and sun. Okay, so this would be a fire sign, double fire. This is potentially triple fire here. Like, there's a lot of fire happening in this. This card tells us that the fires are calling you to gather in ceremony. You are being asked to facilitate a meeting of hearts and minds and spirits. Gather your tribe together as one in a nature so that you can honor the fire that lights our solar system, the fire that burns in the heart of the earth, as well as the fire that lives in the heart of all beings. Call together your nearest and dearest and prepare a ritual so that you can pray together and vision together, so that together you can amplify the creative power of your union of the sacred fire around which you are gathered. Wow, that's actually so beautiful, and it's actually reaffirming this card of, you know, reaching out to family, reconnecting to those that you possibly have not been in communication with in a while. This is reaffirming this, okay? This is telling you that the importance of your tribe, of being connected to those that are in your soul group here, the ones that you've been destined to meet and to be a part of, and to help and encourage each other and pray together and build each other up so that you can be your best self with those you're called and destined to be with. That's absolutely amazing to me, just beautiful. So potentially you might be a water sun from here, what I'm seeing. I mean, this could be your water sun. You could be dealing with a water sun if you're not this, you know, and then either you're a fire or they're a fire, or you are knowing a lot of people that are giving the confidence. Like, maybe you're drawn towards people who are ambitious and go-getters, and you might feel intimidated by their presence here. Maybe you're afraid to reach out because you don't feel like you have the confidence to show the light inside. There's something blocking that in you. but it's telling you if you just stepped outside of your bubble, if you come down or if you take the chance and go up, either way, you will be connected. You will you will have that amazing union that your soul's actually crying out for. Okay, so let's spin again and see what else universe has to tell us. So this one here. Ooh. This is 83. 83. And it's the wisdom card, okay? You can see that, okay? You can see it here. My lamp is glaring on there. Wisdom. So we have a pine cone and this leaf with this beautiful green background. I just find that so beautiful. Let's see what this has to say. This is very interesting. Wisdom. The wisdom card asks us to move beyond the linear thread of logical thinking handed down to us by our parents, our schools, our media, and our society. It speaks to an infinite expanse of knowledge that exists beyond our indoctrination, a holistic intelligence that incorporates intuition, emotion, empathy, experience, and spiritual understanding. Wisdom is about being able to sense beyond the surface of what is being presented or offered, to perceive information multidimensionally. When this card appears, you know the spirits are talking about your journey along this path and are inviting you to gather and cultivate tools that will allow you to sense information from a more expanded perspective. Such tools will help you know where and how to insert this information back into society and into the minds of others at just the right time, so that they too can tap into the magic of wisdom themselves. So this is telling me that you're possibly feeling that whatever it is that you were taught when you were a kid, from school, from your parents, from whatever upbringing, whatever maybe possibly religious belief you had, that maybe you have some spiritual connection, and maybe you were told that it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay to listen to those instincts that you might have, that intuition. Maybe you're a psychic person. Maybe you have had spiritual experiences, but you've never really been able to expand upon it because of some belief system you had that has created you to be isolated here, right? Whatever it is that you were programmed to believe about yourself has made you isolated and not able to reach and connect and get to your tribe, where you want to be, and this is our top card. I know you can't quite see it from your visual, but my visual sitting, this is the top card. So this is like a very important energy. This is our highest peak. This is what you really, really desire and really, really want. And we have wisdom opposite our water here, which we have water and earth, but the water can sometimes be this emotional imbalance. Perhaps we have an imbalanced opposition here. And wisdom is calling you. Wisdom is calling you. It's telling you to believe in those instincts that you were born with, those gifts, those spiritual ties that you have, to lead, so that you can connect, so that you can pray with those, so you can connect spiritually with your tribe, with your group, so you're no longer feeling isolated and you're not in the flow. You have to go in. You have to listen to yourself and your own self-belief. You have to do that meditation, do that prayer work, take the time to get to know yourself, take the time to be kind to yourself, to love yourself and love life. Connect back to love, your empathetic side of you. You're a very empathetic person. You feel a ton. If you are a water sign, that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you are very, very, very empathetic, and you have a deep spiritual connection to life. Probably psychic. You probably see signs all the time, and the spirit in the universe, your ancestors, your guides, like Mother Nature, Father Sky, they're constantly trying to show you and remind you, this is who you are. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to feel all of this emotion. It's okay to want to connect with others through the emotions that you have, okay? You just have to reconnect to it. You have to open that door, open that floodgate again to those experiences you've had, those spiritual awakenings, those strange oddities, those moments where you've seen a sign and you're like, what the hell is this? What does this mean? You have to go back. You have to ask for the wisdom to be revealed to you, so that you can get the answer that you're looking for, so that the doors will be open, so that you can connect to your people, your person, your community, the collective that is calling out to you, that needs your talent, your gift. And this is what you're here to do, okay? This is what you're here to do. Maybe it is the job that you're in and it is wearing you down. You feel this frustration at work. Maybe you're not getting the pay you want, you're being looked down at work, or you're trying to get promoted and you're not getting promoted even though you've put in the work. You've done it all right. You've been doing things in a way that is not actually in alignment with your spirit. So this isn't what you really want. You want to be in a different atmosphere. Maybe it's a whole different life path that you need to go down and start and tap into your spiritual side. And even if you stay in the career that you have and you're trying to climb up and be promoted, perhaps you've been doing it in a way that there's been opportunities, but you missed it because you weren't in alignment of yourself and your potential that you're capable of doing, that you have the understanding and the knowing. Maybe this is a person who works in some type of a service position, right? And to get access into doing more work, to be able to get higher up into the job, so that you can actually put in the contributions that you want to do to make the work better, to make the job better. So that's actually really helping people, right? Maybe you feel restricted by whatever policies that job has, and it's not allowing you to tap into your empathy and the better working conditions that your employers, your co-workers need, and you feel like maybe you know something that can make the job better and maybe it just hasn't come through in the right way when you're trying to explain it or get that promotion. And what wisdom is saying is to just trust yourself, to take the step. It's multidimensional. Things may not make sense and how to do it, but you know you have to do it. Like, only you know what it is that you have to do, and you have to learn to harness that intuition, refine it, make it more assertive in your life so that you're being guided by it. You've cut it off too much, and so it's restricting you from what you really want, okay? And this could be multiple things. This could be different. This doesn't just have to be work. Again, this could be internally, this could be in your home, this could be where you live. You know, if maybe you've seen signs in your neighborhood and you know you need to get out of there, but you're just afraid to move right now because of the economy, but you know you need to make that change, and you need to do it. Trust yourself, okay? Okay, let's go to our next card. Okay, we landed back here at our top card. So this is re-emphasizing again. This is what you want. So really, really trust this intuition, okay? That this isn't that, because this was our last card and it put it back to here. It's reaffirming this one, okay? Definitely. Maybe do some reading on some spiritual practices, shamanism, ancestral ties to spirituality. Get out of those restrictive thoughts and those restrictive beliefs. Ask and you shall receive, okay? All you got to do is just get into your little, get into your place, your comfort place at home, where it's just you and God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, and talk to him, talk to her, talk to it. Okay? You gotta really open up so that you can get to where it is you want to be, okay? Whatever you want to have an influence on the world. You want to lead. You want to be connected. You want to improve. You want to make life better. This card. 41. We have sky, snow, and moon here, okay? Sky, snow, and moon. Notice this crystal and the cardinal on top. That is really, really interesting to me. Okay, I got to this one real easy. So this is an important card. It says, you know that expression, emotions are just energy in motion. Okay, I just gotta stop for 1 minute, because what did I just say? I said you're emotional. Your emotions guide you. Your emotions lead you. Your emotions are what you have been shutting down from whatever preconceived idea this society has taught you. You're cutting yourself off from your highest potential, from your true self, from what it is you really, really want, okay? All right, let's start again. You know that expression, emotions are just energy in motion. It's true. They are temporary states of mood and weather and what have you that are simply passing through your vessel, soon to be replaced by new moods, new feelings, and new weather. Holding on to emotions creates stagnation in the body and in the spirit and dullness in our lives. When we obsess over our emotions and when we attempt to make sense of them with the mind by replaying the situations that inspire them over and over and over again, we are thinking incorrectly and we are thinking against ourselves. Get out of your head, my dear. Keep your feelings fluid and your mind open and clear. There is nothing to figure out. Your only task right now is to feel and allow and accept. I love that. I love that for you. Because yes, this is what it was telling me here. It's what I've been trying to really, really emphasize from what we revealed about our wisdom opposing the water. Okay, perhaps something has happened in your life and you have been, I know you're empathetic, I know you're sensitive, I know you feel a lot of things and it's been very hard for you. Honey, listen, I get it. This is, as much as this is for you, this is for me too. This is so much for me. I'm a Cancer, okay? And my life has been so challenging because of how I feel. Being a Cancer myself, our governing planet is the moon, okay? The moon is constantly changing signs, it's constantly changing shape in the sky, you know what I mean? Because it's waxing and waning and full and new and completely gone in a new moon. We don't even have a moon in the sky, okay? So that is essentially, I feel you, was what I'm saying. Like, I get it. The emotions can be hard and you feel deeply. And just as a one-to-one, as a relatable thing, I know how it feels. I know how it feels to recluse. I know how it feels to just be like, I just give up. It's not that important. But honey, your soul is crying out because yes, you want that connection. As much as you might tell yourself it's not that important, you're just going to keep going. You know, you've had these experiences over here that are just super like unexplainable spiritual things, like unexplained moments, synchronicities that leave you completely godsmacked, and you're constantly in this state of I'm gonna be fine versus I don't know, I really want to do this, and you're torn. Okay, but this beautiful card right here with this beautiful cardinal, which it also has fire here at the top. Okay, we're back to the fire. Your light, your inner light, your spirit, the parts of you that are creative. Maybe you have Leo energy. If you know your birth chart, maybe you have some Leo in you, and you're just dying inside to get out. you kind of crystallized your emotions on a certain event that's happened in your life that has put a block from getting to where you want to go. Okay, maybe crystals, like my beautiful quartz crystal skull here, like I love crystals. Maybe you need to reconnect to crystal energy. Maybe you're curious about crystals. Maybe you're feeling a drawing to them, honey. Yes, get yourself a quartz crystal. Start simple with quartz crystal. Does not have to be a skull, it can be anything. Quartz is a beautiful energy to work with. I love quartz so much. It stabilizes me. It does help me ground. There's something about quartz that's so powerful, and you are interested in that. You're interested in these spiritual tools. You have this deep inclination to spirituality, to things that are maybe taboo from what you were brought up into believing or knowing about, and you're afraid. But you know you need to do this. You know it. You know what you need to do, okay? You know. And this is your confirmation. This is your permission to tap in, because once you do, look, honey, you're gonna be on top of your shit. You're gonna be in the position to have the freedom to fly, to have that creative energy, that life. The redness too is telling me that you're desiring possibly passionate connection with someone, that you want to feel that beautiful life, that your desires internally are being released out of the crystallized, boxed in, trapped in self that you have. So yes, buy some crystals. They don't have to get no expensive crystals. There's so many different options and price ranges. Whatever you can afford, just do it. You know you want to. That's what it's telling me. That's what it's telling me. And another thing here, the snow. You've grown cold. You've grown cold here in the winter of yourself. And the spring is coming. The new life, the birds, the songs, the art, the music, the dancing, it's on its way. It's on its way. You're right there. You're right there. And you're right where you're supposed to be right now, watching this video. You're where you're supposed to be. This was meant for you. All right. Okay. Look at this one. This is so pretty. This is 26. And if you're into numerology, of course, add the numbers together. You know, go off the number that you see here. If this number means anything to you, any of these cards, add them up, leave them as they are, whatever it is that you connect to. But maybe you're going to see these numbers somewhere in the week to come. okay? The colors might be speaking to you. I'm getting a little bit of a masculine energy at this moment in time. So maybe you're a man and you feel like you can't be vulnerable, okay? Maybe something happened in your life that made you feel like you can tap into those sides of you, like some type of restriction. Or maybe you're a woman and you've been carrying a very heavy masculine energy that doesn't fully resonate with you. Maybe you want to be more vulnerable or open to spirituality, to your inner self, your artistic side, you know, those quirky moments of yourself that you have that you only keep to yourself. Maybe you're afraid to share it with somebody else. You're not fully comfortable being your true self in some way. This card here says, we live in such a hustle bustle culture, constantly busying ourselves with striving, working, and achieving, thinking we always have to be doing something to get to where we want to be. But expansion doesn't always come through action. In fact, real growth and authentic expansion manifest in the spaces in between the doing. It's time for a time out, babe. Give yourself a reprieve from trying to do the hustling and achieving, and take some time to chill and replenish your own energy. Rest in the stillness of yourself. Cultivate all that you have been working to become in this timeless pause. You'll be surprised to discover how much expansion you can embody once you stop trying. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was feeling when I seen this, because it's just calling out to me that way. We have opposing energy of water and sun. So an internal conflict again, feeling like you're pushing yourself really hard to fit in somewhere that you don't belong, really. You want a new friend group. You want to connect in a different way than you have been with people, or you need a whole new tribe. You need a whole new group of people, your community, your job environment, your home life. You know, you're really, really wanting to get out. And this is our pillar. To me, I see this as a pillar card because it's supporting, it's the foundation, it's the lowest card here. It's reflecting here. It's reaffirming this card. It says, it's telling you here to let go. Let go of thinking that you have to do something to be good enough. You know, in our society, there's so much crap. Just a real moment. Like, there is so much shit in our society that just demonizes being a human, just existing, you know, like if you feel like you can never be good enough sometimes, and I totally understand. And I too have been on this journey to let go of the shit, the expectations, the dogmatic programs, you know. I get it. Like, I really resonate with all these cards. Okay, so what's our conclusion? This will be our conclusion. I might pull another card. I don't know yet, but we'll see. With our last card here, I don't need to spin because we know this will be our last card. Let's see what we have. Oh my god. Whoa. That's freaking amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god, that's just beautiful. Power. The elephant with the infinity sign. Oh my god, that was amazing. Let me get that up. Let me read that one. And this is a Trinity card. Wisdom was a Trinity card too. So these are a little bit different than our elemental cards. These are more emphasized, I feel like. And look, in the book, Wisdom and the Power is like, they're right next to each other. So that's freaking amazing to me. Like, this is your answer. This is what you've been needing to hear, okay? This is what you've been searching for and being drawn to. One moment. I'm gonna just take this in for a moment here myself before I read this final conclusion. I'm really taking this in with you right now, so I'm just gonna pause a moment. The power card ties into the theme of discernment because the journey of power is all about learning to differentiate between false power and true power. True power serves what is best for others in order for them to adapt and evolve, expand, grow, and amplify. It is the ability to lift people up and to show them what is possible. True power is vulnerable, open, and transparent. It supports that which makes a difference, not just in our own lives, but in the lives of many. When people or institutions try to impose their will onto other beings, or to enslave them, or infuse them with fear, lack, or division, that, my dear, is false power. That is straight up misuse of power, and true power will not bow down to that shit. When this card appears in your spread, you know the spirits are offering insight into your own personal journey in the realms of power and are inviting you to refine your discernment accordingly. Wow. And that, again, that's right next to the wisdom description like we had. So yeah, this is you. This is who you are. You're for the people. You're tired of this shit. You're tired of this shit. You're tired of this administration. Like, for real. Like, I feel this is so, I am so in tune to this right now. Like, this is everything. This is amazing. I totally get this for you. This was definitely for me too. You're a lover of life. You're a lover of people. Okay. You're a protector. I would not be surprised if you're a Cancer sun. You're a protector of family, of the small guy, right? Like, you want to help uplift those who have been trodden down on. You want to make it better. You're trying to make your job better. You don't like how it's ran. You have foresight in how it could be better. You have foresight in how the world can be better. You know what needs to be done in this world to make it a better place. You've been afraid to allow that to happen within yourself. You've been torn internally, right? There's a struggle of not really knowing what to do, the discernment. So the wisdom card again, okay? These two here, these are Trinity cards, and these are very, very important. Your wisdom. Wisdom also means the feminine, okay? It's mother. You need to tap back in to her. Doesn't matter if you're a man, doesn't matter what you identify as, it doesn't matter. You need to remember the mother, the feminine, the soft, the kind, the empathy, the love, okay? And then it's going to put you into the protective force of nature, unstoppable, okay? You will not bow down. You're done. You're done playing around. You're done. You know you're over it. You're over whatever frustrations happened here. Maybe it's a relationship that has been toxic, unhealthy. It's made you question yourself. Maybe the relationship has made you question your masculinity, you know, in a way that you're sensitive. You're a man, possibly, or a woman. It doesn't really matter. You are a very sensitive soul, okay? You're sensitive. You come across as very strong and a force to be reckoned with, but you haven't been able to really embody it like you're meant to because of the hindrance, the restriction of your spiritual side that you've put on yourself, okay? But here we are today. Just, you know, this is confirmation. I'm letting you know, universe, I'm just a vessel, okay? But what I've been told here, what I've been shown is that you have all the cards in your favor to take the step, to reach out, to connect. Whatever it is that you internally know it is that you have to offer the world, just do it. Just do it. You know, get back in touch with who, maybe there's someone in your life that was a spiritual person in some way, and you really looked up to them, and you haven't been in contact with them in a while. Maybe you need to reach out, take the jump, take the leap, reach out, reconnect, or put yourself out there in a way that opens the door so that you can be fully embodied in yourself. And this has an infinity sign on here, 82. You're pure energy, you're infinite being, you're sacred, you're amazing. Don't let anybody make you doubt yourself. Don't let anyone make you doubt your worth, okay? Even if you're a man and you cry, good. Don't let anyone tell you that that's bad. Or if you're a female and you grew up around, you had a lot of brothers, or you're around a lot of guys in your job and you're sensitive and they patronize you for being emotional, don't let them steal that joy. Like, don't let them take your joy. Don't let them take who you are, your sensitivity. Your sensitivity is very precious. Your psychic ability, man, woman here, whoever you are, you have a spiritual gift that the world needs, okay? I hope that this reading was insightful, and I hope you got what you needed here today. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a great day. Love, stay in love. Love yourself. Know your worth, okay? You have so much to offer the world, the collective. You're enough, okay? There is nothing to feel bad about. You don't even have to worry about having to fix the shit either. Like you want to make it better, but you don't have to force. There's no force here. This is just a natural thing. This is an unfolding of yourself in a beautiful, creative way that doesn't have to be manipulated to fit into society. Just be who you are. Love, I love you. I love you. Thank you again for being here. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.